Morning student, I am Purnima and I welcome you all in my class. So student, today we are going to revise the second lesson of your book. Okay, and the name of the lesson is The Sound of Music, written by Deborah Colley. Now before starting the lesson, before telling you the background of the lesson, I would like to tell you something about the author Deborah Colley. Okay, so what is the name of the author? The name of the author is he is the author of this lesson, and I would like to tell you something about the author. So Deborah Colley was born in India, but he was brought up in Toronto, Canada. He graduated in English from the University of Western Ontario and moved to Ottawa for a job with the Unitarian Service Committee. She then spent 2 years with the United Nations Relief and Work Agency in Beirut, Lebanon, before moving back to Ottawa to join the Canadian International Development Agency. Her broadcasting career began when she was posted in Washington with her husband. She worked as a freelance reporter for CBC Radio when she and her husband were posted in Cairo, Egypt. She was commissioned to write the first official guidebook of Cairo and is currently in its 17th edition. Subsequent posting to London and Brussels gave Deborah the opportunity to write articles for the British and international editions of Reader Digest. This Reader Digest, I think this is a very famous magazine, and I think almost everybody know about this famous English magazine, which after fortnightly, this is fortnightly magazine in India and the world. So children, in the Sound of Music, we are having two parts here. The first part is Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. Now children, we all know who was Evelyn Glennie. She was a deaf child, but she started listening without hearing it. How this I will be explaining you in the lesson. Then children, part 2 is related with Bismillah Khan, the famous Shehnai player of Varanasi. Okay, not only Varanasi, children, he got so many awards, Padma Bhushan award and so many he was awarded with Bharat Ratna, and he was a popular Shehnai player in not only in Varanasi but in whole in India and the world. So these two chapters, which is a part of the Sound of Music, one is about part 1 is about Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. So children, she was Deborah Colley. She is a very talented, with so many talents. She wrote this thing, and when you will I will explain you will enjoy reading and having so much knowledge about Evelyn Glennie. So I am going to start with the first part. First I am going to tell you the background, and then I will be doing the explanation of the lesson. So before starting this lesson, okay, Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. What is the theme of this story? So first of all, children, there are two parts here. I am describing here the first part. Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. Now, Evelyn Glennie is a multi-percussionist. She can play about 1000 instruments with perfection. She listened to sound without hearing it. Now children, the strange thing is about her that she listened to the sound without hearing it. Evelyn fought against a physical disability and became a source of inspiration for thousands of disabled persons. So she herself was a disabled person, and she became a source of information for inspiration for thousands of disabled person, because she listens to sound without hearing it. How? This I will tell you. Now I will be discussing with you the background of the first part. So first I would like to tell you early life of Evelyn Glennie. So what I am going to tell you, early life of Evelyn Glennie. Evelyn was profoundly deaf. So she was she was fully deaf. She was not able to hear anything. She was 11 years old when it was discovered that she has the hearing disability. But children, her deafness was definitely due to her carelessness and the carelessness of the parent. When she was 11-year old, it was claimed by the doctor, it was told by the doctor that she is having the some hearing problem, she is having some hearing disability. She wanted to pursue her career in music, but her teacher discouraged her. Evelyn, children, though she was not good in studies, but she wanted to carry her children dream work. That means she was interested in music, but her teacher did not allow her. They in fact discourage her by telling that if you cannot hear it, how you are going to learn music. So it was Ron Forbes who recognized her potential. So who was the person? It was Ron Forbes. So he was the person, children, Ron Forbes. He recognized her potential. Alright, he recognized her potential and supported her in achieving her goal. And he supported her in achieving her goal. He advised her not to listen through her ears, but try to sense and feel it in some other way. Now, first of all, children, he did not discourage her. He told her that if you cannot hear it, no problem, but try to hear with some other sources of your body. So, and this he told that she has to identify, she has to find out the place from where she can hear it, from where she can feel the vibration of the music. So, she started feeling in some other way. Soon she was excited. She felt the vibration of higher drum from the waist above the lower drum. So children, one day she was hearing and she felt the vibration where children colliding to her upper waist side. Okay. She felt the vibration of higher drum from the waist above the lower drum from the waist down. So upper one was from the higher drum, and the children some vibration she felt down the waist from the lower drum. Okay. So later she realized that she could feel the vibration in every part of her body. And later children, she used to stand and she used to feel the vibration from all parts of her body. So this was her condition. This tingled in her skin, her cheekbones and even hair. Now children, when she used to hear the music, this used to tingle to her skin, her cheekbones and even her hair used to feel the vibration. She had learned to open her body and mind to the sounds and vibration. Now children, in the meantime, she had also learned how to open her body and mind to the sound and vibration. After that, she never looked back. Now children, when she felt it, she learned the music, and afterward, she never looked at the back. Now, achievements of Evelyn. Evelyn joined the prestigious Royal Academy of Music and secured the highest marks. So children, where she joined at Royal Academy of Music, London. Okay, So children, it was this person who gave inspiration to her. He told her, if you cannot hear by your ear, you can hear through any part of the body, but you have to feel it. You have to feel the vibration. And children, finally children, when she learned the music, when she learned about the sound, which she like the children, the drum, which was having much sound, more sound, that the vibration of that drum she used to feel from the upper side of her waist, and then the lower drum she used to feel from the lower side of the waist. Even she can feel children tingle in her skin and her cheekbone and her hair. And she had learned to open her body and mind to the sounds and vibration. After that, children, she felt that now she has learned about music and she never looked back. Achievements of Evelyn. Evelyn joined the prestigious Royal Academy of Music and scored the highest mark in the history of the academy. Now children, that deaf child, she got admission in the prestigious institute, that is Royal Academy of Music, and she got the highest mark there. That girl, she got the highest mark there, which was in the history of the academic, nobody had got such a highest mark. She worked with strong determination. Children, the key to success was her strong willpower and determination. Source of inspiration for deaf children. She got right to the top in 1991. She was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloistic of the Year award. Apart from the regular concert, Evelyn gave free concert in prisons and hospitals. She is a shining inspiration for deaf children. She accomplished more than most people twice her age too. She earned name of orchestra. She inspired handicapped and made them believe if she could do that, why they cannot. Okay. So she inspired those handicapped person that she, as a deaf person, if she can learn music, then why can't they cannot learn? And children, she was a source of inspiration to many of the children. So in this way, children, she was a very great. She told the work that where there is a will, there is a way. If you are really willing to do something, if you are really dedicated and down to the earth for something, you will definitely achieve it. So now children, so some of the main points of the story I would like to revise. I would like to tell you, Evelyn Granny was 8 years when her hearing disability was noted first time by a mother. She was only 8 years of her age when children, her mother noticed that she cannot hear properly. And at 11, her disability was discovered at school. And children, when she was 11 years old, her this disability was discovered in the school. She wanted to make her career in music. But her teacher discouraged her. Very sad incident was that she was interested, but her teacher, they discouraged her. Fortunately, she met Ron Forbes. He is the person who has shown her the light. He is the person who motivated her, who is the person who insisted her that she will never become failure in her life. So fortunately, she met Ron Forbes, the percussionist, okay, and who identified her potential and supported her in achieving her goal. Who not only helped her in achieving her goal, he was the one who identified her potential. He trained Evelyn to sense the music through different spots of the body. Now children, he knew that would be very difficult to teach her the music, so he told ki let her sense by herself. And he was children, he had taught her the music, that she could sense the music through different parts of the body. Suddenly she was excited to feel the vibration in every part of the body. Now children, earlier she used to feel vibration only in the upper and the lower waist, but now she started feeling the vibration in every part of the body. So Evelyn followed him like an obedient student, and in the meantime she had learned to open her body and mind to sounds and vibration. Now children, it was Evelyn who had learned to find the music, okay, with the strong, she has learned to open her body and mind to sounds and vibration of the music. After this, she never looked back. Then she never looked back. Evelyn joined the famous Royal Academy of Music and worked hard with strong determination. Um, in fact, she reached the peak of her career. Now, children, she was the one who had reached about the peak of her career. In 1991, she bagged the Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award. So children, 1991 was very lucky year for Evelyn. She has bagged the Royal Philharmonic Society prestigious Soloist of the Year award. She toured the world for her concerts and became a kind of workaholic. That means children, she started going to the tour, okay, and do her performance, and she earned nice money and fame with that. And she, in fact, she had reached the peak of her career. She toured the world for her concerts and became a kind of workaholic. Apart from this, she gave free concerts in prisons and hospitals. Evelyn soon became a shining star and inspired for not only the disabled ones but for all. She achieved more than most people do twice her age. So children, you can see in the beginning nobody was giving her admission also. Her teacher discouraged her, but it was due to Rob Forbes who encouraged her, and he told her, he gave her the advice that you can feel the music from any part of the body, only you have to learn it, you have to try to feel from which part of the body you will getting the vibration and sound of the music, then only you will be comfortable and you will know. So children, when she started feeling the vibration of the music when she was very young, and she can feel children that vibration sometime on her cheeks or sometime on her ear also. So with this children, she became one of the greatest achiever of music. She achieved more than most people do twice her age. So children, I have explained you the background of the first portion of this book. And now children, I would like to tell you something about the second portion. The second portion is dealing with the Sehnai of Bismillah Khan. So sound of music children, it is having two portion. First, Evelyn Glennie. The sound of music children, here Evelyn Glennie, what does she do? She listened to sound without hearing it. And now children, I am going to begin part 2, that is the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. In Varanasi, everybody must have heard about Bismillah. In Varanasi, everybody must have heard about Bismillah Khan. I think we all know also that who was he. He was a famous Shehnai player. So children, why, first of all children, the manner he has learned Shehnai is a very great thing, and he has learned Shehnai in the temple and in the banks of river Ganga. Being a Muslim child, nobody liked to go to the temple, but he told everybody that he got inspired from the temple, and there he practiced the Shehnai there in the temple. So he became, that spirit of music came into his mind and body when he was in Varanasi. And I will tell you when in some other places was he, and he saw his uncle playing music and singing, so he also thought to choose his career in this way. So what is the theme of the story? This is part 2 of the sound of music we are doing. It is the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. So there is no substitution to hard work and dedication. Children, if we will read the lesson, we will see that there is no substitution to the hard work and children dedication. And once again I repeat my word, where there is a will, there is a way. The people who reach the zenith of life were endowed with such qualities. Such person need to be down to earth in spite of achieving all the success in life. So children, such person need to be down to earth in spite of achieving all the success in life. The people who reach the zenith, they are endowed with such quality. Okay, there is no substitution to hard work. They are too dedicated to their work, full of sincerity and honest. They doesn't look backward, they only move forward. So let me tell you about this chapter. Children, first of all, what is a shehnai? It is a musical instrument. So introduction I am giving the short, I will be telling you short stories related with shehnai. Shehnai is an improved form of pungi. Pungi is a, once again it was a musical instrument, and it was played in the court of the emperor. So, but the sound of the pungi was very shrill. So it was banned by Emperor Aurangzeb. When he heard this, he did not like it, and in fact he banned this musical instrument for its unpleasant sound. But a barber decided to improve the tonal quality of the pungi. Later, when it was improved and play on it produced soft and melodious sound. So, children, one of the barber was there, and he thought of improving the quality of this pungi, and he had worked very hard on it. And finally, children, from that shrill sound, now a very soft and melodious and comfortable music came from that. Okay, from that shehnai. And later on, this pungai, the improved version of pungai, was named shehnai. Now, so in this way, children, shehnai came into existence. Now I will be telling you early day of Bismillah Khan. Bismillah Khan was born on 21st March 1916. So when Bismillah Khan was born, 21st March and 1916. Bismillah Khan, the famous shehnai player. So Bismillah Khan, he was born on 21st March 1960 in a well-known family of musicians. His family lived in Bihar. So children, he was belonging from a well-known family of musicians. His family lived in Bihar. Rasul Baksh Khan was his grandfather and Shehnai Nawaz of the Bhojpur King Court. And children, Bihar, so his grandfather was a very famous person. He lived in Bihar. Okay, Rasul Baksh Khan was his grandfather, and the Shehnai Nawaz of the Bhojpur King in King's Court, and he was a person who used to play Shehnai in Bhojpur King Court. His father Paigambar Baksh was also a great Shehnai player. Now children, even his father Paigambar Baksh was a great Shehnai player. When he was a 5-year-old boy, he used to play gilli danda near a pond of Damrao. He often visited the Bihariji temple to sing the Bhojpuri Chaitya. At the end, local Maharaja used to give him a very big laddu as a reward. Now children, he used to sing Chaitya in the temple, and why he used to go there? Because the king, he used to give him a good big laddu when he used to sing, when he used to finish his singing. So for that, children, at that time he was not, when he was small, he was not having enough, what to say, could not think that he could learn a lot of things, but only thing he used to go there, he used to play his Chennai because he wanted to have laddu given to him by the king. Okay. So children, um, he was, his family lived in Bahar. Rasul Bakhsh Khan was his grandfather, and Pagambar Bakhsh was also, his father was also a great Chennai player. So children, when he was, Bismillah Khan was only a 5-year-old boy, he used to go play gilli danda near a pond of Dumrao. He often visit the Vihariji temple to sing the Bhojpuri Chatya. Now when he was 5-year-old, he used to sing Chatya. He used to go to Vihariji's temple, and at the end, the local Maharaja used to give him a very big laddu as a reward. Now Bismillah, introduction with Ali Bakhsh. Ali Bakhsh was his maternal uncle who lived in Varanasi. So his maternal uncle who lived in Varanasi, and when he went there with his mother, he watched his uncle performing and practicing Sehnai. And children, this was a very precious moment in his life. When he used to see his uncle playing Sehnai, he used to see him playing the Sehnai in a very carefully. He used to see him very carefully. He used to see that how his uncle is playing Sehnai. And children, he was extremely fascinated by that Sehnai. Ali Bakhsh was employed as a Sehnai player in the Vishnu temple of Varanasi. Now children, Ali Bakhsh, though he was a Muslim person, but there was a Vishnu temple in Banaras, and he used to go and play Sehnai there. He started learning Sehnai from him. Now children, he was so fascinated that he started learning Sehnai from his uncle. Slowly, he received lessons in playing this instrument from him. Slowly his uncle started giving him training and lessons. Okay. Later he used to play Shehnai throughout the day. Now children, he was so much interested in the Shehnai that whole day he used to practice Shehnai. The temples of Balaji and Mangla Maya and the banks of the Ganga were the favorite places for this young apprentice. Children, temple of Balaji was there and Mangla Maya was there on the bank of the Ganga. They were his favorite places, and there he used to play. This Shehnai. Achievement of Bismillah Khan. Now finally children, he used to practice daily and he became one of the greatest Shehnai player of India. When he was 14-year-old, he accompanied his uncle to the Allahabad music conference. Children, he was 5-year-old when he went to his uncle's house. He was attracted. He started learning Shehnai. He used to practice daily. And now when he is 14-year-old, he accompanied his uncle to Allahabad music conference. There was a conference in Allahabad. In 1938, he was selected for the All India Radio. And children, in 1938, he was selected for All India Radio, Lucknow. He was the first Indian to greet freedom with Shehnai on 15 August 1947. He was the first Indian children who greeted freedom with Shehnai on 15 August 1947. The king of Afghanistan was so much fascinated by him with his music that he invited him. The film director Vijay Bhatt named a film after this instrument called Guj Uthi Shehnai. And his own composition, Dil Ka Khilona Hai Toot Gaya, became a nationwide chart buster, but he was not attracted towards film, though he was getting a lot of chances. He was the first Indian to be invited to perform at the prestigious Lincoln Center Hall in the United States of America. He also participated in the World Exposition in Montreal and the Osaka Trade Fair. He was awarded with the Padma Shri, the Padma Bhushan and the Padma Vibhushan. Okay, so 3 awards he got: Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan. So these 3 awards he achieved it. Finally, in the year 2001, he was awarded the Bharat Ratna. Finally, children, in the year 2001, he was awarded the Bharat Ratna. On this occasion, he said, Teach your children music. This is Hindustan's richest tradition. So children, he gave a message to the world that instead of learning Western music, teach your children Indian music. This is a Hindustan's richest tradition. Now he used to love his country very much. He had traveled all over the world. Still he was greatly attached to Banaras and Dumrao. He was unable to forget the sound made by the Ganga in Banaras and the mud of Dumrao. He had no desire to be settled in the foreign country, though he was invited by many people there. He was a perfect example of rich cultural heritage of India. So student, tomorrow we will be doing the explanation of the in my next video we'll be doing the explanation of the first part, that is the sound of Evelyn Glennie. And with this I conclude my video here. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.